result sheet not here. 013, people are voting and the result sheet is somewhere else and they are completing the result sheets there and computing the results. What transpired there was a complete shame.
I'm telling you.
Our electoral system and the conduct of the election in Nigeria. But what we saw on the video is not novel, it's not a new thing. This is Nigerian, something that is obtainable almost in all African countries. You see, that's why Trump called Africans shithole, or Nigeria in particular. So he discovered that Africa as Africa, but I'm trying to generalize. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. This is Africa. For you look at Cameroon, 92 years old man. It's not that the wishes of the people was the outcome of the election. They used their incumbency power to rig election. So when they talk about rigging election, both monetary inducement is part of election rigging. Frustration of election result is part of election rigging. You know, suppression of voters turnout part of electoral rigging, election rigging. So election rigging, the gamut of factors, which what we just saw is just one of them. You know, you see a situation where the PO, the polling unit officer, has been cornered because in Nigeria today, poverty has been weaponized. So everybody is sellable, everybody is purchasable. So, and the PO, just like people who are going for election invigilation, understand? So, whenever they are posted, they pray then be posted to a place where the school will offer them reasonable money so that they will do their thing. So that they will as well have to pay. You know, so that is just the thing. Nigeria needs a total
overhaul,
reform in every part of our life. You know, total. So it's a shame. I mean exam, and when I mean exam, I don't mean this common entrance. So common entrance to enter secondary school. They do manipulation. Election. No, I've witnessed it.
Exam manipulation.
For primary school, common entrance examination. Parents do pay money for their boys and girls to their children to pass exam. Let's talk about secondary school. Secondary school is quite another different something. You know, they talk about, so the system, you see, and at the end of the day, what do we have? We have criminal-minded political leaders. That is the thing. Just like I told you the other day about the bandits. They were former Alamajiris at the Talakawas of the north. You know, see, religious leaders giving them clothes as a tradition for them to go and beg without education, without formal education, without any source of livelihood. Then what do you think the outcome of such arrangement? Understand?
Yeah.
So they are the ones who are terrorizing them. So our school system, you see the kind of abnormalities in our school system, exam malpractice, cutting of corners and manipulation of process. And when somebody passes through such a structure and has political position tomorrow, what do you think that will be the political behavior of such a person? What do you think that will be the political behavior of such a person? That's why you see in America another crime where there is a well-structured system that regulates itself. So they emphasize much on leadership. Before you contest for any election, they will take their time to check the
profile,
where the person is coming from, the background of the person, his academic performance, and they do a lot of research, a lot of scrutiny So if there is any little standard, that will be enough to stop that person. Because they believe that for the fact that that infringement, understand? That such thing could play out at the leadership level, which will affect the society. Understand?
Yeah.
But Nigeria, look at like I told you, Zakalo was rusticated from school because of a lot of negative
social vice.
But today now he's a political leader. Understand? Some of the House of Assembly members in Imo State, when they come to house, they greet with
law.
Cool. Yes, in their greeting. He went to Asarok to play Juliati. He went to play Juliati and assured Tinubu of his support 100%. That he should not just bother about Abka. Abka is just a name that is going to deliver the state. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's why anytime we talk about it, we just tell you, say, please let us talk more important something than this thing you are talking about. I saw him on one or two occasions where he was scolding how is that his name? Arise anchor man, Shehu Kumbale, saying that because the guy
Shehu is from Channels. Is he Rafai from Arise?
No, from Channels.
Shehu Yakimbalo in Channels.
Yeah. He asked him question when I think that was last week. So though the guy invited him to engage him on political coming Anambra state election, but because of the Nadikano case that came up that day and the outcome of this thing, so the man threw the question to him just to get his perspective and his take on the issue. This guy, the way he shunned the guy, said, please, let's talk more important issue than there is no way, he dismissed. So
that's Soludo.
It's for political correctness. And the thing went viral. There are a whole lot of reasons why Anambra should not vote him. There are a lot of reasons. That's why you see him going to the level he went. Understand?
Yeah.
Monitoring the sharing of gala and
malt.
Was it gala and pure water?
Malt.
But gala and malt, but then just eat once and forget the rest 4 years. You're right. It needs to be one better of rice. At least it will take it for 1 week. But this one is just for
1 meal.
For a man. 1 meal.
So, but if we had an information now too that Peter Obi lost his unit to APC, I suppose. What does that tell? Does that mean that Nigerians are beginning to the support wave for Peter Obi, especially in his own unit and in his state, is gradually dwindling?
Let me tell you, you understand that Peter Obi didn't bring money for this election. He didn't bring money this election, and he was not one of the contestants. He was not one of the contestants, and he didn't bring that money to deliver his polling booth. So why would you expect the people in his polling booth to live to take from their own largesse and be giving out the impression that they are solidly behind their son, Peter? Don't you know that at the end of the election, Soludo will not extend the dividends of democracy to them? They know the implication. Their man is not the candidate Mohalo is not also somebody to reckon with. So why would they gamble their 4 years of political dividend to deliver people for political correctness? So Abka too has a returning officer and a unit ward leaders in that P2B's and the local government. Understand? And they all have been giving money for them to deliver. So, and before you collect, you must accept to their condition. So, and they saw how people were $1 and more than 1,000 naira. How do you expect those people from the constituency not to as well collect their own? Peterobi does not give shish, which we are aware of. Yes, and it was not part of the election. So, the reason is really unique to me. It's not a surprise. It's expected. Understand? Because for what people should talking about this level of monetary inducement, vote buying and monetary inducement, inducing the voters to through with monetary with a money to after. But to me, I believe that people allow it. They allow it. They still have to just give the room to what later. So
if you want to talk about resolving these issues, what do you think can be the solution to resolve this so-called voter apathy, people being subjected to taking more than 1,000 just to vote? How can we solve this problem?
2027 is going to be, for people will scream blue mother come 2027. People who are moving to APC, they are not moving to APC for them to win the votes of their people. They are moving to APC so that Tinubu will defend the writing of results, because they will say go to court. So they are aware that the president is in control of the judiciary and the legislative arm of the government. So once they say go to court, they say the president is against you, we tell the judiciary to work against you. So that's why they believe that once they cross to APC and receive the approval of the president through their pledging of loyalty to the president and receive approval from him for their second term. So the electorate just second them, because it does not matter